All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's an Amanda sighting right away. Right away. She's gone.
So fast.
Welcome back, everybody, to, yeah, look at that.
You're too late.
I'm too late. To number 10. We made it to 10, which I guess means it's a thing. 10th live stream, which I guess means I'm here to stay, or I was until now. I'm gonna stick around. Anyway, we've made it. Number 10. So welcome to the Critter Crew. You guys are always super determined to get here. A lot of you were here early. And look, there's one bit in the cup because we can all celebrate because D'Artagnan figured out how to get his bits to work. So I think that calls for.
That is probably deafeningly loud right now.
Oh, you know what? I forgot the microphone is on the other side. Oh, yeah. Look, see, he's dumping them in right now. The feed is going. Comic Candace. Somebody say something to Comic Candace about the feed going. Yeah, so we're number 10. So it's looking good, right? We got it right. So I moved the microphone to the other side because Amanda is on the other side of the microphone, and we can pick her up from the back side of the microphone because it's a bi-directional microphone. So
let me know how it sounds.
Yeah, can everybody hear Amanda okay?
I'm not modding currently because I'm waiting for a video to export and my computer can't handle two things at once. I'll be in momentarily.
Okay, we can hear her much better now.
Oh, good. Yay.
Really well. Sharing the mic. Can clearly hear Amanda now. Awesome.
I also don't have to yell, which is great.
Yeah, that's great. So we were like, hey, we should get another microphone. And then we realized we can just turn it around and use both sides of it. So yeah, we're kind of dumb. But we're artists. We went to art school. Amanda's smart. I'm not. Anyway, hi guys. Like I said, we're here with our 10th live stream, just in time for me to take a break for maybe 3 live streams. Kesha says we can hear Amanda's silly songs now.
Yay!
Yay. So
do the water dance.
already. Yeah, so like I said, this is number 10. And we're leaving for Comic-Con in 2 days, so on Wednesday, which means we're not going to do Thursday's stream, but and maybe not the following Monday. I hope we get back in time for the following Monday, but I'm not going to make any promises. So, yeah, do the water dance for the 10th stream.
Stream, water.
Oh, good. Real good. So today I'm going to continue. Oh, look. Easy Efro just subscribed. So we got another subscriber. Oh, again, I'm really sorry that the emotes have not been approved yet. They said 0 to 2 days, so it is not my fault. Hello, little mouse. Hello. So it's not my fault.
It's been way longer than 0 days.
It has been way longer than 0 days. I know enough math to know that. But hopefully they'll get them approved. Some people were saying they were waiting like up to a month, which I think is kind of garbage, but hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed that they'll get them done earlier than that. So today we are going to continue with the, with a water theme. We're going to do a surfing guy today. And I did a water themed summer drawing yesterday. Or for this morning, you guys probably saw it. I did a little guy. Why I don't have it in front of me, I don't know. I did a little guy riding on the back of a brontosaurus who was dumping water down his back like a water slide, which was a little complex for me, admittedly. But I had fun drawing it. So today I'm going to continue with the summer water theme. And I'm going to be drawing a guy you guys have seen before, the banana driver. So he's going to be surfing on a fish. So that's what we're doing today in the live stream. and hopefully I don't mess it up. So I've been like getting more and more ambitious and trying to do things that are more and more difficult. So we'll see how this goes, and I'm gonna do it. I'm getting into it. So if somebody asks what I had for dinner, I'll try to make sure to look at the chat in time to answer it. So, all right. Hey, Hannah Mayhem, welcome. All right, I'm gonna have to set the. Okay. All right. What did I have? What did I have for dinner? So we had fried walleye. My parents, they have property on an island in Michigan, and they're avid fisher people. So and always have been since I was a kid. So they brought me some walleye, and we fried it up and ate it. So
it was delicious.
It was pretty awesome. Yeah, so like I've been fishing since I was a kid. I haven't fished much recently. But yeah, so my parents own this property that we used to visit a lot on an island in Michigan, and I would spend summers out there, and we'd go out there every weekend, and there was a kind of a ratty old cottage that, you know, it had electricity, but it didn't have running water or anything. And we just go fishing out a lot, and they catch frogs and turtles, and yeah, so they still own that property, and they could still go fishing a lot and bring me fish to eat. So
It was delicious.
let's see. No mod today. Actually, oh yeah. No, the caps, I turned those off a long time ago.
I'm coming, sorry.
No. I turned the caps mod off a long time ago. Let's see. Little Mouse is ordering pizza. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Chris making Mondays suck less for 10 streams. Oh, thanks so much. I'm glad I'm making Mondays a little easier for people. No, it actually isn't the islands up north by the UP. It is an island that is actually the delta between between Lake St. Clair and the St. Clair River. So it's called Harson's Island. So I spent many summers up there. So it's not quite that far north. It's actually sort of like 90 miles due north of Cleveland. So if I could go straight north, maybe a little bit to the west, I could get there. But yeah, there's totally like a car ferry that you have to get on to get there.
Is that like, does it have little wings?
Yes,
Sorry,
that's
that's
a little
immediately what
wings.
I thought of.
Oh man, here comes some bits from D'Artagnan. Do. That's oh, they're going everywhere. Those bits are drunk. Haven't gotten to that area yet. Yeah, it's an interesting area. I would say avoid it on weekends during the summer. It kind of becomes because it's a delta, it's sort of like a horseshoe shape, and there's a big bay in the middle, which is actually called Big Muscamute Bay, which is what my first toy is named after. So Big Muscamute, and it's really shallow and really warm during the summer, so it just fills up with boats, like thousands of boats. So it's kind of gross. Let's see. Monday is my I don't want to cook, so take out. It is today. Yeah, I kind of feel like that a lot. I cook a lot, and sometimes I'm stoked to cook. Actually, most of the time I like cooking.
You like cooking.
But there's sometimes
like that you like cooking.
yeah, thank you. There's some times where I'm definitely like, I don't feel like cooking, and that's when we do takeout. So how is everybody doing on this Monday? The weather was super nice here today, so it was tough to work, but we got to work outside, which is fun. Oh, Blue Apron. Yeah, I've heard good things about that. I only know of one person who's done it. But I always hear at the beginning of podcasts how people try it, but they get paid to try it, so I don't trust them. I don't trust what they say. Long day, but not too bad. Well, that's good. Amanda and I were outside filming little vignettes of Thimblestump Hollow characters doing precious moments in the bushes.
They're very sweet.
Let's see. Did you add super mega supporters, or was I just lucky enough to find when someone stopped being one? You were totally lucky. So those things just open up randomly, and you totally got in there, D'Artagnan. So that's awesome that you got in there. Let's see. Much better now. Relaxing with a blackberry lemonade and watching.
Oh,
Awesome. That sounds great. Weather was sunny with a cool breeze in Chicago. Very nice. That's how it was here too. It was great to be outside. Let's see. Kind of started another part-time job today. More money for toys. There's a lot of O's. Let's see. I just got home from work and I'm watching with my dog. Aw, hello dog. Let's see. Oh, hey, if you guys get time at San Diego Comic-Con, I hope you meet the McElroys, or at least see their D&D show. I don't know who that is. Is that another Twitch streamer, I assume? Oh man, thanks D'Artagnan. Oh no. Oh no.
What'd you do?
My iPad decided, I think I said, hey Siri on accident. Oh look, see it did it again. I can't say it. So I set up my iPad to automatically go into the Siri mode, and it just turned on. Let's see. Oh my gosh, a podcast, my brother and me. D'Artagnan's mission is going to fill up the cup. Oh, everybody, Steve is not in the chat, but Steve had his baby today. Actually, Steve didn't, his wife did. But they had their baby today, so Uncle Steve is now with fourth child. So that's exciting news today. What else is exciting news today? There's Amanda Louise Spade. She's in the chat.
Look what I'm doing. Do you see this?
What is that? What are you doing? Oh.
I'm being super clever with my Bluetooth keyboard.
She's got two keyboards going over there. Let's see. Air horn for Steve. Yes, congratulations, Steve, for having another baby. You know, I always say congratulations, but I don't want another baby. But good for you.
They want it. I mean, they're happy.
Good for you. Good for you. If somebody says something in the chat and I miss it, could you
I will
throw it my way? I feel like I'm already falling behind.
Maker Geek says, maybe you could draw on the iPad on the stream. It'd be interesting to see how it differs from how you draw on paper. Have you had much practice with it?
I have not had much practice with it, and I definitely want to. Amanda and I were talking about doing some fun things with the iPad for some of the live streams, but I definitely plan on it. So that will come in the future. Guys, we're only on number 10 here. We're only on the 10th live stream. So we gotta save some of this stuff for later. We can't just blow it all now. So yeah, we were outside today filming stuff. What else did we do today? I don't even remember. Oh, my
we got
folks.
up at 5 in the morning.
We got up at 5 in the morning because my folks came to pick up my kids to go to the airport, and they went to Disney World for a few days because we're going to San Diego Comic-Con. They came and took the kids, and they are off to Disney World for a few days. So all the grandkids are there, all three of them.
Lucky ducks.
And they are very lucky, and I am actually a little bit jealous. I think I'd rather go there than go to San Diego Comic-Con, to be perfectly honest.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
We always end up having a good time.
We do. It's true. I'm just a grumpy old guy.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Does anyone know where the best place to line up would be for me to get to the elevators to Artist Alley?
Are we technically in Artist Alley?
We're not in Artist Alley. We're like in the back.
I mean, it's by Artist Alley. I'll be right back. I need something round to trace.
Okay, there goes Amanda. artists. I mean, I don't know if you're asking how to get back to where we are, Derek, but we're like, have you been to San Diego Comic-Con before? Let me ask you that first. Oh man, there just went a bunch more bits. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, D'Artagnan. That's awesome. Okay, so first time, we are on the main floor, and we are all the way in the back. So if you go into the convention center, unless you go all the way to the end, if you're facing the convention center, if you go all the way to like near Hall H, we're basically like straight back and to the right a little bit. But if you go in from anywhere else, we're all the way in the far left-hand corner. So I think that should help. Oh man, more bits from D'Artagnan. Thanks so much, man. Oh no, here's Uncle Steve. He just caught me and decided to change what I said into something terrible. Oh, Derek. Oh, more. Now we have more robot heads. Boy, the cup is going to fill up so fast. Hey, Uncle Steve, I told everybody you had a baby. Well, you didn't have a baby. You are a baby.
Babies having
but
babies.
You made a baby, and the baby is now in the world. So, boy, the bit cup is like overflowing already. So it's so funny to watch. Steve, why are you even here? Shouldn't you be taking care of a baby? Shouldn't you be taking care of another human being? Or are you shirking responsibilities already? Because that's probably what I'd be doing. Oh man, D'Artagnan just dropped a 300 one in there. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, that's right. Somebody has to take care of the rest of your children. I always miss them. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the recorded version.
Oh, Comic Candace just posted a really cute emote. I don't know what it is.
It's like a little
guy.
Marshmallowy guy. Hopefully my emotes will get approved soon. Oh, here comes 100 from D'Artagnan. Oh, here comes a big one. Boom! Oh my gosh.
I love the
And
boss.
chaos ensues. It's so awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, this cup, I never thought this cup would be so much fun to watch. I'm just not going to get anything accomplished here. So, what did you miss? Hello, Pegasus is here. Pegasus. Well, you missed that it is now the 10th live stream. What'd you miss? Fish for dinner. Amanda's on the other side of the microphone now, and you can hear her loud and clear.
Hi.
Let's see. Will we be there preview night? Yes, we will be there preview night. We will be just getting there, so if we're not there right away, please be patient. We're trying to get there. We're bringing some stuff with us, so hopefully we'll just get there with plenty of time. I think we should be there well beforehand. I think we're getting there at like 4 or something.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. It'll be a little bit of a rush.
It'll be a little tight, but you won't know. We'll just look super pro and be like, oh yeah, they got this. But yeah, everything's like pretty much done. All the stuff, the big stump that I made, this guy, the big stump, that made it out to San Diego, so it's there. It's not actually in San Diego. It's in Northern California. They're driving it down. So that and the prize wheel are there.
I'm doing crafty craft time currently on the table.
Oh, somebody just dropped another bunch. Oh, it's D'Artagnan. Awesome. Yeah, mailing stuff is a huge pain in my butt. Unfortunately, it's part of what we do. There's literally no way we could have gotten it there. I mean, I would have had to book 3 plane seats for that thing. Yes, Steve. Big stump. Big stump. LOL, Steve. I'm glad you can make yourself laugh. That's all that matters. What else is going on? Oh, I sanded down the tip of my finger on my belt sander. Let's see how flat it is.
Oh.
So I was sanding thimblebugs on the belt sander, and and I belt sander caught it, and it shot out of my hand, and my finger was still pushing downward, and it just went right on the belt sander. So it's my already hurt finger, so don't be freaked out. But I hurt it even more, and there was blood everywhere, and yeah. So
yeah, we should mention that you're already missing part of that.
Yeah,
finger.
I was already missing the tip of that finger, but which made it hurt even more because there's nothing really there. So yeah, good times. Yeah, I was sanding. We had to sand. I made 75 of each. Actually, I made like 80 of each of them of the thimble bugs. If you guys haven't seen the thimble bugs, here is. This is Wee Beetle. So this is good because you guys actually get to see how big they are. These are companion pieces that will go along with Thimblestump Hollow.
Do you have an Edison over there?
We don't have one out of the bag.
Here. I don't have one with eyes in it out of the bag.
Oh, that's okay. So, here, I'll show the packaging. Let's see. Okay, so here's Wee Beetle in the packaging. And then here is Edison. This is Mandy's toy in the package. So there they are. You guys, if you want to see better pictures, go look at Instagram. Let's see. Oh, Kesho, don't think the chat is picking up my comments. I can see your comment right there. So here's the backs. Here's the fronts. They came out really good. I'm really happy with these guys. So this guy was not fun to pull out of the mold. This guy popped out of the mold super easy. So this one's hard to get out of the mold. This one is hard to sand. So there's always something that's, So D'Artagnan, they are all about the same color. They were done in batches of 5.
They're close.
They're close. They're all about the same. There's some a little more green, some are a little more blue. I wasn't being super careful with the color, but they're pretty close. Single opaque colors remind me of Keshi, which I dig. That's awesome, Plague Mouse. Yes, I'm a big fan of Keshi myself. If you guys don't know Keshi, it's sort of like eraser-like material. Like think muscle figures. That's what they're made of. Yes, these guys. I'm super happy about how these turned out. The best thing about Wee Beetle is he is literally wider than he is tall.
He's so fat.
Look how deep that thing is. Like he's literally wider than he is tall. So if you look at him from the bottom, you can see how big he is. Yeah. So the whole point of these guys was to have a companion piece to go with Thimblestump Hollow. Yes, Steve just got modded, by the way, for writing butt crack.
What? I didn't see it.
Oh man, thanks D'Artagnan. Boy, the bit cup has overflowed like 3 times already. It's getting crazy in here.
Wee Beetle.
Did you make his thing?
That's his theme song.
Did you allow Steve's comment?
I didn't even see it. It didn't even pop up.
Oh, see, Steve, you just got modded right out of here. Get out of here, Steve, with your potty mouth.
Yeah, butt crack.
You have children, Steve. Come on. Come on, Steve. I was going to tell you guys something exciting. I can't remember what it was. Oh, so a couple weeks ago, last week? I think it was last week. Hold on one second. I got a bunch of comments requesting one or the other Thimble Bug. Then, after a short time passed, I'd get requests for both. That's funny. So, about a week or 2 ago, I got an email from the people over at Vsauce. Vsauce is a YouTube channel, a pretty well-known YouTube channel, and they do a lot of like science-related videos and stuff. Well, they put out a thing that's sort of like Loot Crate, and if you're subscribed to their crate, I think it comes out quarterly. They have a little magazine that comes out in the crate. So they are doing a little spotlight on my art in the magazine. So I'm not sure how many people that goes out to, but I thought that was pretty fun. Like the people over at Vsauce know who I am, which is good, I guess. So that's exciting. Oh no. There's more bits coming from D'Artagnan. Boy, you're going crazy this time. So are you just determined to use them all during this one stream? So yeah, it's super exciting. Whenever I'm like, oh, I know what Vsauce is. I'm hip. Right? I know what the youngsters are doing.
Yeah.
I know what they're up to. Yeah. What else is going on? What else is fun?
I don't know. It's just been Comic-Con on the brain forever.
Yeah. It's D'Artagnan says he's making up for not being able to last couple times. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you finally got him working. Yeah, it's just been non-stop Comic-Con, and that's been kind of, I don't know, it's frustrating.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, it's overwhelming, and you've been doing a lot too. Amanda's been working a lot on a lot of digital assets, and yes, I said digital assets, Steve. Beat you to it. So yeah, it's just been like whenever we have a big thing coming up, it's like all hands on deck for getting everything done, and it's not my favorite time, but we're actually like in good shape this time. So I think we are, right?
I think so. I mean, I'm making foam flowers right now, so that's pretty like bottom of the ladder stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Wait, is this drawing for Shark Week? No, I didn't know it isn't
is
for
it
Shark Week.
Week.
Is it Shark Week now? Usually I'm up on it with Shark Week, but I haven't been paying attention to like what's going on out in the world lately. Let's see. Yes, Kesho, I can totally see your comments. Let's see. Yes, Steve, I said digital. Oh, Derek, thanks for dropping the big bit in there. Let's see. I think you know what the youngsters are doing more than I do since you've got kids. Yes and no. I mean, they often they school me on things. I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I feel like my daughter is watching a new YouTube channel every single day. But she probably watches so many of them and cycles through them that I don't even know what they are. But yeah, definitely, actually becoming part of the Patreon community actually helped me learn what's going on out in the world. Oh, and no spoilers about the Game of Thrones, because I tried watching it last night and our Wi-Fi pooped out. So, let's see. Ignorance is bliss sometimes when it comes to what the kids are into. That is absolutely true. Oh, Phelps is going to race a shark.
That's
you know who's going to
amazing.
lose?
I hope he dresses up like a shark.
I hope yeah. I mean, he better dunk himself in chum first. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
Yeah, make it interesting at least. Well, but the thing is, Phelps is going to win because there's no way they're going to get a shark to swim in a straight line. I mean, come on. They're going to be like, oh, Phelps is faster than a shark. No, he's not. Hope he dresses up like a seal. Hope he dresses up like chum.
Or
yeah,
like an injured seal.
Steve was on the same page as me. No, I usually do a Shark Week post, but I didn't this time. Let's see what else. I got I think the third pass back on a sculpt that I'm working on for a toy with our digital sculptor friend Scott. He's working on a really awesome thing for me, so that's exciting. He's also working on some other stuff for us, but the other toy it's close to completion. It looks really great, so hopefully I'll be able to share that with you guys soon. Yeah, there's just been a lot of like nuts and bolts stuff going on around here. We're talking manufacturing and new products, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on. So in between me doing drawings and getting stuff ready for conventions, the ball still has to keep rolling, so we constantly have to be working on new stuff. So for everything that you guys do see, there's 20 other things happening that you don't see. So let's see, what did I miss? Hope your little dude in drawing doesn't flounder in the surf.
Pretty good.
Real good. Hey, listen, my bad puns are great. Let's see. New toys. Yes, new toys. Hey, no, I bring the puns and I draw. But you have good puns. Let's see. Well, I'd like to say thank you for finding time to do things and also bringing us new things to love. Well, thank you for, if I didn't have an audience, it wouldn't be as fun. So I have to thank you guys for being here. And, for this was just an experiment. Twitch was like, hey, I wonder what happens if I do this. And so far it's been really fun. And we're 10 episodes in already, which is
That's pretty awesome.
Pretty good. I'm stoked about being able to keep it up so far. So pretty soon it'll be 100, and then it'll be really hard for me to keep up in the chat. It's already hard for me to keep up in the chat. Let's see. Just striving to reach your master level of puns. Yeah. Oh, pundum. Oh, Amanda's gonna post the link to the Facebook group. You guys are going nuts in the Facebook group. It's hilarious. Like, you guys post so much in there. It's really funny because Amanda and I both don't have personal Facebook pages, so we don't get notifications about what real people are posting in life. So I guess I don't really realize how active people are on Facebook. But yeah, boy, you guys are super active.
It's coming.
It's fun. It's super fun to see stuff being posted in there. It's also awesome. You guys are like befriending each other and talking about your collections and stuff. That's really cool to see. Am I checking in on the group? Yes, I am. I've been posting things. Let's see. Zobi70 says, how long have you been drawing? I have been drawing for at least 35 years. At least 35 years, maybe longer. Let's see. Whoever's got mod status or what was that called in Facebook? Your mediator or whatever? Admin. Josiel just asked to join, so I can't pop over there right now, but if you could let him in. He's friends with us. Let's see. Yeah, admin. I'm so dumb. Listen, my brain only goes so fast. Let's see. I'm gonna allow this one. Allow.
Did you ever say how long you've been drawing?
I have been drawing for 35 years. Maybe 36 by now. Maybe more than that, actually. You look younger than 35. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm 41. So.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I'm 41 just recently, and I have a 16-year-old. Let's see. Josiel says, and lurking like always. Welcome, Josiel. Everybody say hello to Josiel because he's awesome. Are you coming to Comic-Con, Josiel? I feel like we don't see you enough. We only see you for 2 seconds at DCon every single time.
Real quick, can I interrupt you?
Amanda's going to interrupt everybody. Amanda interrupting. What's up?
I'll show everybody what I'm working on. I need you to okay these flower shapes.
Oh.
Are they okay?
They seem okay to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I think they're great.
All right.
Alright, so Amanda's making something for our table at Comic-Con. So, Amanda Louise Spade interrupting. Oh, you've never been to San Diego Comic-Con? It is crazy. It's very, very crazy. It's funny, literally every year I have a conversation with Andrew Bell where he says, this is the last year I'm doing this. Every single year that I've seen him there. Which for me, I think this is my 7th or 8th one. I can't remember exactly how many I've done now. But literally every single year he goes, I'm never doing this again. So, Andrew, if you see this, I'm sorry for ratting you out, but you know what? I say the same thing too. It's nuts. Let's see. It is exciting, but it's crazy. But you know, we'll be there the whole time, so it, I don't know. We can take in a lot, but there's like, last year we finally went to a panel. It was the first time I'd ever been to a panel. We went to go see Adam Savage talk about cosplay, which was pretty interesting. That was a good panel, I think. So yeah, it was like, it's just hilarious. I've been there 8 times. I've never been to a panel. So maybe we'll do some more of that. But we're doing a lot of signings, which actually we don't have any of the flyers out.
I can get one.
We have signing times. We just haven't posted them yet. So, but we'll be there. We'll be at the table every day for at least 2 hours. I think one at the beginning of the day and one at the end of the day.
Here, it's a little bent.
So this is the flyer for our table for booth 5638 for Thimble Stump Hollow, and then these are the times. So we will be there for sure between 8 and 9 on preview night. But yeah, every day except for Sunday and Wednesday we'll have 2 times there. So hopefully you guys see that. These will probably be posted at the table, but we'll probably post them online too. And then here's the other side with Amanda's really awesome graphic that she made. Thanks. And Slumber Guppy exclusive. Let's see. Comic Candace has been crafting hair clips out of extra mini toy figures. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could handle it. People moving around en masse is not good for my 5-foot tall beholf claustrophobia. Yeah, it's tough if you're not tall. It's definitely tough. I remember bringing my son and putting him on my shoulders, and it was awesome for him because he just got to see over everybody's head. So he's having a grand old time. Meanwhile, I'm, sweating to death and being crushed by people. But, it's usually, actually, I think the worst part is getting across that street right in front. That's the only part that I really dislike.
Especially when there's the trains.
So there's like a train that goes between so the convention center is on the water. So there's nothing behind it but water. And then there's, so like, here's the convention center, here's the water, here's a street, here's a train tracks, and here's the rest of San Diego over here. So to get to the convention center, if a train is going by, you just have to wait. Let's see. Have you guys ever been to New York Comic Con? Yes, we have. We've been a couple times. This year is not going to happen. We went to 5 Points, so we saw you there, Brit and Puppy Cat. I like it. It's about as crazy as San Diego Comic Con. I think it's a little less crazy.
Yeah. It's smaller.
Yeah, it's definitely smaller, but I mean it's still huge. I mean the Javits Center is gigantic. Yeah, we've been there a couple times. Dragon Con been a few times. What was the Asia Pop Comic Con? We went to that one. But we're doing a lot of new stuff. Like 5 Points was new. Tokyo Comic Con will be new for us. So we're willing to try out some new stuff as long as it has like, a decent enough reputation that we know we're gonna make at least what we paid. So how did I miss y'all at well, we were probably, what was it, like
that was
4 years ago? I think it was like 4 years ago. Maybe that's how you missed us.
I was also skulking around super depressed.
Oh, that's right.
I was having a very bad year.
Yeah, Mandy was having a bad year.
I didn't talk to a lot of people, but it's okay. I'm better now.
Yeah, you're much better now. Yeah, that wasn't that was, we went to the Designer Toy Awards that year. I think I signed at My Plastic Heart booth. I think that was when the Misfortune Cat came out.
Jeez, I hardly remember anything from that.
Yeah, that was a blur. We stayed in a really awful place.
Thanks, Airbnb.
Yeah, that was early days of that.
Yeah.
So. Oh, that's right, Ethan. That was the first time you met us in person. You probably couldn't tell that Amanda was just a
I'm
ball
sorry,
of
I was
depression.
such a sad girl.
You probably couldn't tell. She hides it well. Hey Amanda, can you take over my feed for a second?
Yeah.
Can you hop over here for one moment?
Yeah.
I have to walk away for a minute. I'll be right back.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm great. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do you want me to draw for you?
Yeah, draw for me, would you?
Let's see. You can all see the super exciting stuff that I'm working on. Let's see. I don't want to move his stuff too much. Is it taped down? It's taped down. Okay. See what I'm doing? I'm taking... This is where real art happens. So these are extra fun foam Christmas trees that Chris's daughter had lying around that she's not going to use for anything. And I need little leaves for my flowers. So I'm just going to use them to make some little leaves. Art! Super professional art! And this is legitimately what I'm doing right now. And I'm making foam flowers. Yay! Art! I made art!
Oh, yay! Hey, I'm back, everybody. And let's just say I did wash my hands. So, that was a bit of an emergency. I'm fine now. Thanks for asking. Let's see, one of these days I will meet you guys. Chances are more likely to be at the West Side Market. Yes, that's hilarious. Yeah, Amanda will definitely get her channel going at some point. But in the meantime, I'll just let her hijack mine.
Yeah, probably not before Comic-Con.
Not before Comic-Con. Alright, so here's this guy surfing on a fish. I'm having a really hard time with his tail. Because I have to, like, look through the camera.
Twin Peaks likes your shirt.
Twin Peaks. Oh, thanks. Oh man, somebody... D'Artagnan just dropped a 500 bit for washing my hands. Yeah, so here, I'm going to show you my shirt. If you can see it. This is from Scumbags and Superstars. This is the artist that does this shirt. I have a few shirts by him. They're all cut paper designs. But yeah, this one's like extra satanic looking. It's great. I like wearing that one to the grocery store. I think it has a like a Ouija board on the back. I have very specific t-shirt guidelines. They have to be black, and they have to have one color, usually white. Oh yeah, thanks for posting the setup on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Amanda. Oh, could you see the lighting setup?
Oh yeah, I showed all your...
Yeah, Derek,
your gear.
It's not like I don't just turn cameras on. So I have to turn on that camera, and I have to turn on this camera, and then I have to turn on the microphone, and then I have to make sure everything's set up, and then I have to set all the light levels, and set the focus, and set the white balance, and set the exposure, and yeah. So it's a lot of work to get these things set up. It takes like 15 minutes to set it up. So yeah, no, actually, white is technically all the colors of light only, not in print. Let's see. Oh, good luck, Hannah. I hope everything's okay. Yes, I love socks. After SDCC, Decon in Tokyo, are there any plans to do any pieces for Circus Poster Stranger Factory? Not likely. Yeah, so we're kind of not working with them anymore. So I think that's all I need to say about that. We had a really long relationship with them. Did a lot of great stuff with them, but we are working for ourselves now. So we definitely want to show in the U.S., but I think we're working on figuring out a different way to do that outside of a gallery structure.
Like maybe something, I don't know, a little more creative, a little more outside the box thinking.
Yeah. Like I think that I don't know. It worked for us for a while, but I mean we're more than just gallery artists, and
Yeah,
I think
we're never gonna knock the galleries. That was
no,
really
not
good.
at all. But I think for us it's not. It's just something we did a lot. We showed. I think we had 7 shows in a row there.
Yeah.
And we were really happy with all of them. And we still want to do larger work and have a place to show them, but we definitely want to think of different ways to do it. The structure, I think, needs to be a little bit different. Let's see.
It's the latter part. It's that finding the time.
Yeah.
It seems to be really hard.
Chris and Amanda and I have been talking about this for a while. We have ideas, just have to lock something down and find the time. That's Uncle Steve. Yeah, Steve is Easy Efro says you could direct the pieces towards my house. Yeah, we're definitely we're looking for options of what to do. We have some ideas about renting our own space or something, some sort of event.
Or like a tour type thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, we talked to Tara McPherson and her husband, and they do this really interesting thing where they basically do tours across the country, and they stop at different places and they set up and they have a pop-up shop and they sell stuff. And people can come out and meet them, and that's really great because a lot of people don't get to see us because we just go to like big expensive conventions and not where they live. So that's actually kind of an interesting idea for us too, and we get to see the country a little bit and meet people that we wouldn't normally get to meet because who's gonna set up shop in Gary, Indiana?
Ooh, I gotta pee. Sorry. Drank too much water.
Let's see. You'll have to explain white as a color. I still don't get it. So, okay. If you take all the colors in the spectrum of light and you overlap them all, it turns white. So, but that's only when you're talking about colors of light. If you use all the colors, physical colors, and you overlap them, you make black, basically. So it's just a difference in how physics works. And I'm not a physicist, so I'm not really sure. Let's see. Part of the problem with gallery shows is that when Chris and Amanda are building one, literally everything else stops. That is true. So when we're working on a show, we're not selling anything else. And part of our contract was that we couldn't sell the month before and we couldn't sell the month after. So that's really difficult because we still need to pay our bills. And that just makes things really hard. I mean, nobody's paying for our supplies, nobody's paying for our labor, nobody's paying for our time or anything. So we have to just basically hope that we're going to make the money back on the show. But it's really difficult. So and then there's gallery commissions and stuff like that too. So it's just something we want to toy around with and see what else we can do. But there's definitely a lot to consider. Let's see. Yeah, we're talking about possibly doing a local show. Come to Beacon. Yeah, well, maybe. You never know. Let's see. Would it be weird if the Critter Crew followed you on tour and were like the Grateful Dead? I don't think it'd be weird. Just you have to get your own van. You can't stay in ours. Oh yeah, you guys could totally help. You guys would be like our roadies. Let's see. Josiel says, I think that's why I ended up shying away from gallery shows and started doing conventions instead. Yeah, conventions are great. What were you laughing at?
Ethan's
Amanda?
gonna be our booth babe.
That's awesome. Derek says, this is my yearly con. I'm following Chris and Amanda 5 points. SDCC, DCon, and Tokyo Comic Con. Yeah, I think you might be the most dedicated.
That's so many conventions.
It's so many conventions. Now we gotta go visit you in Hawaii because I've never been to Hawaii, and I definitely want to go to Hawaii.
It's a bucket list kind of place.
Yeah.
For probably a lot of people.
Yeah, you're probably like, Hawaii. I live here. So boring. worst. Gallery shows can be super fun because of the volume of stuff and the immersive storytelling you can manage or engage in, but man, do they throw a wrench in the rest of the machine.
Yeah,
yes.
it's true.
Everybody listen to Uncle Steve because we talk about this all the time with him. He's part of our team, so if you guys didn't know that, Steve knows how we feel about things, and he actually gives us a lot of ideas. Can we all go to Hawaii? Britton Puppy Cat says. I want to do Decon this year, just not sure I can. Decon, I feel like, is the most accessible one in terms of like cost to attend.
Yeah, it's really cheap to
cost to
go.
Stay there.
Ease
getting
of
there. Getting there. I mean, a flight from anywhere to there, unless you're close, can be a little expensive.
But once you're there, you can park.
Yeah, and there's like Target right down the road.
Yeah, it's not hard to get
it's
around.
not like it's in the middle of LA or anything. So, I get so confused. Who isn't going to Dragon Con? Well, we're not going to Dragon Con. Decon and Dragon Con are two different things. Designer Con is Decon. That's usually what we
Sorry
say.
about the confusion there.
All right, somebody start the timer for when I will break my lead.
See, it's because you talk about...
There.
What did you do? You jinxed yourself.
No, I've been having problems with this lately. Wait, I think it was like 5 seconds in?
I mean, after you said that, of course you broke it.
I did it on purpose. That's not true. I didn't do it on purpose. 1.21 seconds. Oh, there's the table flip. There are definitely times where I get like enraged by it. I never do it on stream though.
No, it would be you'd be modded for sure.
I'd have to mod myself. I'd have to get a beep. Let's see. Did you take a break for PS4 playing? Kesha says.
Not today.
No, I did not. We were too busy filming stuff, and also we got up so early.
We had a weird split shift sleep too. Like we got up and then saw everybody off, and then
went
tried
for a
to
walk.
go.
Well,
we
went for a walk
at like 6 a.m.
6 in the morning, and it was so quiet except for all the birds yelling.
And then came back and tried to sleep.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna skip the PS4 today and try to watch the Game of Thrones. Don't tell me anything. I saw like the first 8 minutes of it before the Heaven 1313 is now following. Thank you. Let's see. What do you currently play on PS4? I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn, which is beautiful and fun, and I'm learning stuff all about it all the time because I'm a moron. Like things that I should just know. Like I can sell stuff in my inventory.
And make money.
So dumb. I literally did the same thing at during Red Dead Redemption. Yeah,
At the very end, he's like, "Wait a minute, I can sell all
this
this
stuff. Wait a second,
stuff?"
I have $5,000 worth of boar skins. What? Let's see. The items you are filming, are you going to show those off after San Diego Comic-Con? Yeah, actually, Amanda and I were talking about that today. We need to put together a little video that we'll show online.
It's mostly stuff people have seen before.
Yeah, I mean, it's like little vignettes of the characters. There is one little sneak peek thing in there, though.
So the film is going to play on a monitor, which is going to be inside the stump that Chris built for the Comic-Con booth.
That stump.
So the hole in the stump is going
See
to
the
hold
hole?
a TV screen, and it's going to play a loop of just the Thimble Stump Hollow characters just kind of in cute situations in nature.
Oh, let's see. Fun fact, 1313 was the number of all the jail cells in the Jailhouse Rock video. I did not know that, Uncle Steve. Oh, thanks, D'Artagnan. Even more robot heads. I asked on Facebook if you've ever done an otter. I'm guessing you didn't see it. No, I did not see that. I don't know if I've ever done an otter. That's a good question. I don't know.
Cute.
I don't know if I have. I'll tuck that one away and potentially do one of those. I may have done like an otter type character, but I'll keep that one in mind. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add that to the list right now. Thank you. I have a list of things I have to do. So I just keep a list of ideas. Oh no, D'Artagnan is dropping a 600 bit.
Oh my gosh.
Here it goes. Wait, I'm actually watching it in real time. Oh jeez, went all the way to the bottom. So crazy. Oh, how did you get tied up, Steve? Were you busy today? For those of you that can't see the chat, they're talking. So Amanda built a really, really pretty little website.
It's super simple.
Really, really pretty.
It's cute. There's not much to it, but
for Thimblesome Hollow, and Steve and her are discussing the finer points of domain transfers. But Steve had a baby today, so yeah, he's got an excuse, but only for today, Steve. Yeah, the cup is about to explode. Let's see if he posted on Facebook. Tag Stefan Nesbitt. He's an Otter friend. Well, I will definitely try to remember that. I love otters. There was Amanda found this video on Instagram of an otter eating cat food, and it's hilarious because they like grab with their hands and then they tilt their head back and dump the food in their mouth, and they chew super loud too. They're just like, but they like totally stop their whole body and then tilt their head back and dump a piece in and then start chewing again.
It's almost like I wonder if they can't eat any other way.
Yeah, but they're hilarious though. I could watch that video all day. I think otters might be up there with baby goats for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've never pet an otter though. I think that might have to go on the list of things I need to pet. A platypus is up there. I need to pet a platypus, even though the males can be poisonous. But there's a zoo in Australia that you can actually get into a pool, like up to your waist, and swim with a platypus, and it'll come up to you and it'll like nuzzle your hand and stuff. Let's see. Oh, well, good night, Uncle Steve. Congratulations again. Let's see. Otters can't chew gum and walk at the same time. They might be able to. I don't know.
I can't chew gum without chewing my inside of my mouth off. So
Yeah, no,
I
you
don't
can't.
blame them.
Let's see. Now to see if you had a bison picture. Have I done like a bison? A
bison?
buffalo?
That's an interesting, like a four-legged creature.
So what's really interesting, and most people probably don't take this into consideration, is every time I try to draw a creature, it has to follow the same rules as the rest of my creatures, in that it doesn't have a nose. Rarely I'll use a nose, like really rarely, but when I do, it's really weird. So yeah, it's hard to draw. I could probably figure out a bison actually, but yeah, I don't draw noses. So a bison beach bum. Oh, Britton Puppy Cat, gum gives you gas. Well, I'm not saying it gives you gas, but you said, does it give anyone else gas? I'm sure you're asking for a friend.
I think it's pretty common.
Does gum give anyone gas? I'm asking for a friend.
Because you suck in a bunch of air while you're chewing, and it can fill up your gut.
Oh, that's true. I suppose that makes sense. I don't have a fart sound on my sound effects. My farts sound like this, though.
No, it's the other one. Don't you have like a foghorn?
No, I just have the movie horn, the boom.
That'd be amazing.
No, they sound like they sound like this.
Bwap, bwap, bwap. I'm glad foam is so easy to cut.
Yeah, can you guys hear Amanda cutting foam through
Just
the...
hear me like
through the
frantically
feed?
working over here. Super fun crafting times. Back to toilet talk, week 2. We can't get away from it.
This is gonna be an ongoing thing, you guys. We're all human here. Come on. If we can't laugh about that,
Bodies
we can't
are
laugh
gross.
about anything.
So
Bodies are
much
disgusting.
yuck.
Yeah, didn't my daughter say that the other day? Didn't
Yeah.
she say bodies are super
No,
gross?
I said something. I forget what we were talking about, but I said, bodies are just real gross sometimes. And she goes, Yeah, they are. Hot Chili Wrap's here.
Oh, hello, Hot Chili Wrap. Welcome. Somebody said I should start doing bios for your critters for your approval. Well, good luck with that one. I'm a tough critic.
We kind of have some mini bios on the new website.
Yeah, we have some bios for that we wrote for Thimblesome Hollow, but yeah, I'll be doing one for every single one of my drawings.
Oh man, that would take a while.
It would take a while. There's so if you follow me on Patreon, you'll see that today's was 775, but I actually started numbering them like way after I started. So I kind of lost count because I stopped for some reason. The Flickr page wouldn't allow me to upload stuff directly from Instagram, so I need to go in there and manually do it. But I need to get a better way to. I'm sure there's a better way to host all my images somewhere, because I'd love to have them all in one place, and that's not Flickr. Flickr seems a little outdated. I was just doing it because I already had it set up. So I've drawn a beaver. Have I drawn a beaver?
I
think I have.
So. Something.
Again, it's hard to remember.
Something beaver-like at the
I
very
did a
least?
beaver No, I did a platypus costume.
Oh, beaver suit would be great.
Yeah, a beaver suit. Okay, I'm writing that down. Thank you. Beaver suit. Or suit. All right. Yeah, I have to like write down ideas. It's interesting though because sometimes the concepts that I write down, they feel like oppressive to me.
Like
so,
you're stuck with them?
Yeah, I mean like when I get into like months that it's like a theme month, like this month is summer stuff, I get a little like bogged down because I can't just do a monster. Like it has to have some sort of concept. And that's been a challenge for me. Like I'm doing that on purpose because it is difficult for me. So my sort of mantra for learning is try things that are hard. So yeah, so that's what I do is I make challenges for myself so I can continue to grow. But yeah, I sometimes I like to just draw whatever without a consequence. But that's kind of how I sculpt, which is fun. So like all the guys that I sculpt, I usually don't start with an idea. I just kind of start sculpting, which is super fun. So let's see. Oh, D'Artagnan dropped another 100. Thank you so much, man. Did I conclude on the live stream dibs thing? No, I've had other things on my mind. I haven't even thought about it. So,
sorry, we've been so busy with Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's like I'm behind on responding to emails. I'm really behind on stuff. So I will think about it. I haven't thought of a good way to do it because I can't. I mean, I suppose because I only do 2 streams a week, it won't really hurt the sale because I have to have a certain amount of drawings for the sale that I have like every month or so. But if it's only a couple drawings, and sometimes people may not actually buy them in the stream, so I'll think about it. It's tough because like a lot of times like people will email me and say, hey, can I buy that? And I always just tell them I'm gonna have a sale so that everybody has the same chance of getting it. It's really hard to be fair, if that makes any sense. I never want to like give anybody precedence over anybody else, and I always feel like that with like I give people perks from Patreon for sure, but they're definitely paying for it, so it's fair. But it's hard to like when somebody says, hey, I really like that drawing, can I have it? I don't want to do one nice thing for one person and then forget to do it for the next person, and they find out I did it one way and then they get mad. It's just really hard. So just trying to be fair. Oh, well, thanks for popping in, Jessica. Good to see you. Yeah, so it's definitely hard. I mean, like even things like, we see other artists do like lotteries and stuff for art,
or eBay auctions,
and the thing is, I don't want it to become like this thing where like you can only get it if you have enough money. Like I want it to be the same price for everybody, and everybody has the same chance. Even if they have to get up at 3 a.m. for 5 minutes to try to get into the sale, and that's why we're looking at manufacturing options for minis and stuff, so we can actually make more. But above all else, I mean, our biggest concern is like being fair to people. And
Kesha has a good point too, because like some people can start to take it personally.
Yeah.
And that can get really uncomfortable. I guess.
Yeah, and I don't want to like I said, I want it to be fair and fun for everybody, and like after every sale, we literally get like 5 to 10 emails from people that are super disappointed, and some people, people
feel bad.
Some people you can't ever make happy. That's the truth.
Yeah, they're the people that like review on Yelp and they hate everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, I always love that when I go to Yelp and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read the reviews, and then I start reading the reviews. I'm like, so literally, there's nothing wrong with this place. You're just complaining because nothing ever makes you happy. But we have people that complain, but then there's people that are super bummed out, and like the grape Nebula Smidgen. That was the most I ever tried to accommodate anybody, and that was thanks to Uncle Steve. But even then, like, we tried to accommodate, and we still didn't do it right, and still people were disappointed, and still people were like not as understanding as they could have been. I mean, we are a company, but we are people too. So we're really trying to like make it fair for people, because we like our fans, and we literally can't make a living without our fans. So fairness is it's important to us. So by that token, I don't know if there's a fair way to get like called dibs or anything. So I don't know. Let's see. Badger surfing competition. Let's see. It's not fair for you guys to take abuse about people not getting what they want. It's just comes with the territory. It's fine. Stop making so much good stuff. Oh, thank you, Derek. I'm not gonna stop making good stuff. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. It's a tough spot, especially when you are nice people and want everyone to be happy, but it's also your livelihood in many ways. It's true. We do want people to be happy. Like, we literally do. That's why every time we keep trying to grow and change how we do it.
Oh yeah, Hot Chili. That's a really good idea. Like a charity auction. Yeah,
that's for sure. Like, I think that would be a good way to do it. Yeah, if I was raising money for somebody else, but much like like this cup and the donation button on my Twitch page, it's just there. I don't ask anybody to do it. If they want it, they can, and it's awesome that they do. But like, I'm never asking anybody for money. I just put the option out there, and like Patreon, same thing. Let's see. My approach to collecting is to buy only what I really want and leave other pieces so others get a chance. That's great. That's like super thoughtful, and a lot of people are like that. And also, a lot of good collectors will help each other out too. And that's that. When I switched from doing fine art shows to the toy community,
it's so different. I
noticed how different the collectors were, and how much more inviting and how much more fun people were having, and I really like that. So you guys, the toy collectors and stuff, it's definitely a way more engaging and positive community. I mean, there's definitely negative aspects to it, but yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think I'd go back to the fine art. So let's see. For the grape Smidgen, you definitely threw a lot of bones out there. It was super generous and brilliant by you guys. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. Oh, nice. Kesha is one of your top tiers, Amanda.
Oh, yeah. I'm writing you a comment. I'll just say it. You're getting double stuff this month when I get back from Comic-Con because I'm behind.
Yeah, that's another thing, too. Like we both fall behind sometimes on Patreon, and like I know it. and it eats away at my gut because I'm like, oh, I need to get to that. But everybody's super understanding, and I just everybody always gets their rewards. You might not get it that month, but you'll definitely get it. You'll get 3 in the mail at once rather than 1. So it's tough to get to everything. Like I said, we're one person. Let's see. It's nice when folks appreciate collections and other collectors rather than play the I have more game. Yeah, that's awesome. I definitely like that people are like, look at other people's collections and go, wow, that's really awesome. Like, I don't know, I definitely used to see a lot of competitiveness in art, and I always see what other people are doing, and I'm happy for them. Like, if they have some sort of success, I don't go, oh, how come I didn't get that? I just go, wow, that's really awesome for you. And I get excited when people succeed at something, and I've been posting some things on Instagram for some friends of mine that are like running Kickstarters and things, and because I want to see them succeed. I want to see other people like be able to high five themselves for some sort of accomplishment.
Well, and I think there is enough to go around.
There's totally enough to go around.
Success for everybody.
I don't like those gums. Yeah, there's totally enough to go around for everybody, and I don't need to be selfish. And I do have a platform for for a lot of people, and if I see something that's worthwhile, I'll try to help people out. So
my DVD's done. I think I did it.
Oh no. You should tell people about your DVD.
So it turns out that a hard thing to do in 2017 is burn a CD on a Mac. I didn't really know this was going to be an issue, but like to convert video that I edited to a DVD and burn it as a video DVD, turns out it's really, really complicated, and I actually had to download software because they don't make, like, none of the software that I use supports DVD burning anymore because it's obsolete technology. So I just did a DVD, and I hope I did it right. We'll see.
Oh, Derek is leaving, so
yes.
So we will see him soon. Let's see. Would be massively difficult to arrange, but a national silent auction will allow your pieces do a tour of all major cities in the country, and at the end, the highest bidder for each pitcher gets to pay their bid for it, with the totals only being displayed so nobody. Oh my gosh, no.
If someone else did that and I just had to make
that's
art,
not like
yes.
I couldn't even read that. It was too much work. I appreciate the idea, but that just sounds like too much work. Yes, Candace, lifting people up is definitely way better than holding them down. I think it's easier. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's easier. Yeah, it's so funny that you were trying to like what year was it when we were still burning DVDs?
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, but it was so easy to do, and now it's like impossible to do.
Yeah, it really wasn't that long ago.
So yeah, for the TV and the stump, it actually has a DVD player in it. So we figured, oh, what's the easiest thing? We could just pop a DVD. No, it wasn't easy at all. Because that technology doesn't exist anymore. Planned obsolescence. Like, we just unplugged our Blu-ray player. Well, we also have a PS4 that plays Blu-rays, I believe. But I don't remember the last time I put a Blu-ray in. Yeah, Macs do not come with optical drives anymore.
Nope.
So strange. I mean, like, and also like them getting rid of headphone jacks and stuff too. Like, what's wrong with you, Mac? You're drunk. Like, I know some of the updates were we got used to them and we're like, oh, this is pretty great. But those are dumb. Sorry. Getting rid of a headphone jack, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Mac, we're gonna have words.
Dumb.
You're dumb. Even though I just bought a computer and an iPad from you. Stop being dumb.
Oh, it didn't work. It worked. It's just the wrong resolution. I only have 2 DVDs left.
Oh no. So wait, why did it... We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Failure.
Womp womp.
Yeah, failure happened over there. Sorry, Amanda.
It's alright. It's my third failure. Yep.
Let's see. Just curious, do you have an approval of the Snibora Stark pieces that are going to be at Rota Fuji's booth? Yes. They're not super formal. They just send over a picture and are like, hey, what do you think of this guy? And I'm like, at this point, we've had so many colorways. They're just having fun at this point. So they do all the painting, and they just, they do a small handful of things. And then they send it over to me, and they're like, hey, do you like this? And I'm like, yeah, it's great. And sometimes I'm like, no, you need to change this, this, and this. But there hasn't been one out that looks like that. So sometimes there's something called compromise that you have to learn when you're working with other people. That it's, to be honest, if I was going to be super nitpicky about like projects that were like solely my project, I wouldn't have let some of those colorways out. But because it isn't solely my project, I want to collaborate with them, and if they have something that like they feel strongly about it and they like it, I just say, I give them my blessing and say, hey, this is our project, not just my project, so you guys do your thing and have fun. So I've got like 9 snails lined up for a race in my turtle tank right at the water line of the tank. That's hilarious.
Go.
Is there like little puffs of smoke coming out behind them, like burning rubber? Let's see. The email said something about big muscamoots, but not painted by you. Yeah, I don't paint any of those. Hey, it's Jake. Welcome, Jake. Jake's here, everybody. Jake.
Whoa, got cut off there.
Yeah. I don't know why that one dropped off at the end. Yeah, I don't paint any of those. I haven't painted any of those, the vinyl pieces. So painting vinyl is a much different process than painting resin, because vinyl is so the paint that you have to use to paint on a vinyl piece has to actually chemically bond to the piece, whereas resin, you can just put a primer over it and then it'll stick to the primer. Well, what you're trying to do with a vinyl piece is, this blue is the raw vinyl, and then all these other things, all these sprays are all in the eyes and the teeth. These are all sprays directly onto the vinyl, so there's no surface over top of it. So that paint has to stick to it without coming off, without scraping off, without scratching off. So it actually has to like become part of it, which means you have to use a solvent-based paint, which is really, really toxic, and you have to spray it. And I don't have the right type of environment to paint that in, and it's not something I really want to get into. So I haven't painted any vinyl pieces. These are done in a factory or done by other people who paint vinyl. I will probably at some point get into it, but not in the foreseeable future. So like say this guy, for example. This guy's resin, and this is not the surface color. They're casting gray, and then there's a primer, and then I paint a base color, and then all the paint's on top of it. So the paint is actually adhering to the primer. But you don't need to have solvent base. It's just sort of building on top of itself. So this is Puddle Sprout, and then this is, what is his name? Frumplebun, because he's got a bun. Actually, he does too.
He is a bun, like a bunny.
Everybody's got butts.
It's not Frumplebum.
Everybody's got butts. Yeah, and like also like I don't want to be doing that stuff in my house. Amanda and I have talked many times about having an external space, which still may happen in the future, but right now it's not cost effective. But we've talked a lot about getting a space that is climate controlled, and like it can't just be a shed. Like it has to be someplace that like we can bring paints where they won't freeze because we live where it freezes and snows. So it just becomes a huge pain. So that's why I haven't really gotten into painting vinyl, because I don't want to I don't know, mess with the integrity of my environment in my own home. Let's see, yeah, all the butts, tiny butts, booty butts. Let's see. That sounds worse than what I intended to be. Booty toys. It's fine. Let's see. I'd love to see one of these converted to a 3D printer program and see the result of that. So some of the toys, so Thimble Stump Hollow toys were all 3D modeled. And then those were all output. And then the production molds were made from the 3D outputs. So Amanda and I have worked using that process, and like I'm currently using that process right now. Like, so I don't like to just stick to one process. I like to use all the different processes, and some things are better done one way and some things are better done the other way. I definitely want to spend some more time learning 3D. I just haven't had the time to do it, but I have a 3D modeler that I work with, Scott, and he does a really fantastic job of translating my work into 3D. He kind of brings his own thing to it. So, and he has a practical knowledge. He's actually a toy designer. Like he knows the in and outs of manufacturing and stuff like that. So I know how to make things for resin and how to sculpt for molds. A lot of people don't do that. They sculpt and then they figure out later that it's very difficult to mold. But I sculpt with the mold in mind, knowing that I'm going to be casting it and it's going to be a pain in the butt or not. So I try to make it easy to pull out of the mold. So let's see. I watch YouTube videos of people doing face workups on vinyl dolls with pastels. It's impressive but time consuming. Yeah, those things are beautiful. Let's see. I don't understand why they use pastels. Blah, blah, blah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
So many words.
Yeah, 3D printing, there's so many different types of 3D printing too. Like I'm sure that at some point, we'll have a 3D printer just in our studio. We haven't gotten there yet, but there's definitely a lot of these minis, I sculpt them by hand. But I would definitely love to just bang out forms and ZBrush and just start with a form. Like, for example, let's see. So the hardest thing on these is the eyes. So the eyes have to be a certain size. So they have to be flat in the bottom and they have to be a certain diameter. And I have to account for the fact that resin shrinks. So when you make a mold, so I start with a sculpt and then I make a mold of it. And then I clean up that piece that comes out of that mold, and then that becomes the master sculpt, and I make another mold. So I have to account for it shrinking twice. So if I could 3D sculpt something with just the eye holes already, that would take 5 seconds to do. But this takes the longest time out of everything. So, and even figuring out how to make these pour spouts in the bottom, like how to make it so that the air will release onto there. So yeah, there's just a lot of things that 3D modeling would definitely help with. It looks like this guy is on a surfing safari to San Diego. Yeah, totally. Let's see. That could be easily put through a digital carver and turned into a keychain. Huh. you are having a conversation
Yeah,
on there
sorry.
that I don't want to go back into. Yeah, I've always definitely something I would love to do with my work, especially for the really large pieces that I did. So like this thing, I'm gonna keep putting this back up because it's the only example I have. So this thing here was carved foam with epoxy clay over it, but I had to hand carve all the foam. So I've had to learn how to sculpt reductively and additively. So basically like carving a block of marble, but it's foam, you know. So you have to sculpt it twice. You have to build the form, carve the form, and then you have to build the clay on top of it. I would love to make a 3D model and then send this to somebody that has a giant CNC machine that can mill it out of a big block of foam, and then all I have to do is sculpt over top of it. Like, that would save me so much time. So.
Sorry for the hijack.
Still waiting on emote approval. Yes, I am, Jake. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure where they are in the process. I think because they so the affiliate program it was fairly new what they were letting a lot of people in, and I think they may have just gotten flooded. That's my my armchair assessment of it, but I'm not entirely sure what's going on. So hopefully you guys won't have to wait too much longer. Last time we really went off on a tear about childhood nostalgia cartoon theme songs, and we had to go back and watch the Punky Brewster theme song because neither of us remembered it. Let's see, all the foliage and moss really takes that stand on the next level. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, it comes out really cool. See, Kesho says, will there be more of the bat pieces? Cornelius, I think, was only ahead of 5 points. Yes. Oh, thanks so much for the robot heads, D'Artagnan. Yeah, we're definitely dragging today. I'm so sorry. I told you were gonna have to look at my tired face.
We'll be a lot peppier.
I'm not high energy today. Let's get this party started, everybody. Time for some air horn. Yeah, I'm definitely not.
It's probably pathetically obvious.
So I'm just gonna get my face on here. Hey guys, Hey guys. So tired. We're having naps for stream number 10.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're supposed to be celebrating, hey everybody, it's the 10th live stream.
I have heard that people stream themselves sleeping and stuff.
Oh my god, why would anybody watch that?
Know, people are weird.
No judgment, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, some people.
Everybody, we're taking naps!
All about naps.
Like a slow motion air horn. Yeah, sorry about the low energy. I'm really sorry. We've been up for many hours now, and the Comic-Con prep definitely is definitely causing a bit of that too. But it's not too bad, is it, guys? I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Hope you still love the show. Yeah. You're better to watch than Bob Ross. I really enjoyed the joy of painting back in the day. Oh yeah, me too.
Talk about naps. That's a good thing to put on when you want to fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I loved watching that. Every time I was sick home from school, I would totally watch Bob Ross. And that other guy, I cannot remember his name. He was a German guy, and he was not as friendly as Bob Ross.
Oh no.
He just seemed very, very abrupt, and he's a good painter though. He painted a lot with a palette knife. It'd been funny if it was a steak knife. I cannot remember that guy's name though.
So, does anybody have TV shows that they put on for white noise when they want to sleep? I have a very specific one.
Oh yeah.
And it's How It's Made.
How It's Made is the best.
If I put How It's Made on, like by the second segment, if I want to fall asleep, I'll be just dead to the world.
We have so many. Let's see. Happy Little Trees and Secret Little Bush. I think you're gonna have to take Thursday and Monday off. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Somebody said South Park.
Oh, okay, that works.
Snapped. I don't know what Snapped is. Oh yeah, somebody else said How It's Made. So yeah, we have so many inside jokes about how it's made. We always say a worker, because that's what they always say about.
And it's always this weird
Oh yeah,
like goulash of topics. Would be like, today on How It's Made: iceberg lettuce, handmade shoes, and nuclear warheads. Just the strangest combos.
Yeah, it's always something like some super weird handmade thing, and then
I love throwing that in.
And then everything's like an artisan thing, and then there's like always factory produced things like RVs. I put on kids movies. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Oh, Dinotopia. I've never actually seen that.
6 hours long.
That's crazy.
It's like Charlton Heston in Exodus.
Who's the artist that did
I don't remember.
Dinotopia?
I had that.
I should know who that is. Is it? I'm a terrible illustrator.
Kesha, that's wonderful.
What did she say?
She said, Snapped is the one that tells the story about how some woman snapped and murdered someone else. I think it's the soothing voice of the narrator that puts me out.
That's hilarious. I play podcasts. The headphones are a pain to sleep on. I have to keep switching them. That's funny. I've been trying to watch One Punch Man, and I keep falling asleep because I have to read the subtitles. But I'm getting so close to the end. But I can't believe I keep falling asleep during it. It's like a super there's tons of fights and action, and I just keep falling asleep. There was what was that show that we were watching? Some show where I swear I fell asleep during every single episode.
Oh, was that The Colony or whatever it was? Was it that one?
No, I don't think it was. What's that one with Aaron Paul that we watched?
Oh, The Path.
The Path. I actually stayed awake during that one.
That one.
Yeah,
Chris has a sleeping during programs problem.
Yeah, there was a few times there was a show that I must have started 6 times just to watch one episode because I kept falling asleep. Let's see. Once that's over, you can move around normally after getting a tooth pulled. I don't know what that's referring to.
It's about getting a tooth pulled to Dinotopia.
Oh, okay. Oh, James Gurney, that's who it is. Yeah. Forensic Files.
New Yankee
I
Workshop.
love the New Yankee Workshop and Norm Abrams. I loved his show. Okay, thank you for bringing that up, Jake. So that guy, I hated his show actually because he'd always be like, "Oh yeah, now we're gonna go take that over to the dado cutter, and then we'll put it on the biscuit cutter, and then we'll use the reciprocating." Belt sander, and then we'll use the. Yeah, I'm like, no one has these tools. He has the most technologically advanced wood shop ever, and he's like, yeah, it's no big deal. You just go over here and do this, and nobody has this, and there's not a speck of dust anywhere either. See, one thing podcast helps me do is give me something to focus on. That way my mind doesn't think about what I did today. I'm doing it tomorrow. That actually helps me too. I listen to a ton of podcasts.
I was gonna say that sounds like exactly the way that you listen to podcasts.
Oh my gosh, Little House on the Prairie. I will fall asleep in the opening credits of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, what's the one? Wait, give me. It was kind of like. Shoot, what was it called? The Waltons.
The Waltons.
Yeah.
I had it in my brain.
I feel like I just hear or see the credits and I'm instantly asleep.
Yeah, no, those kind of shows totally put me out. There's some things I just really want to watch and I can't because I'll just fall asleep.
Subtitles are hard for you.
Yeah, subtitles are really hard for me.
Well, because you can't watch them while you're working.
Because I can't read. Let's see. Disney's Zorro series. Do I remember that? I think I vaguely remember that.
I love that we're discussing series not based on their merit as storytelling.
By how well they'll put you to sleep. Hey, sometimes you need that too.
A worker places each piece of cheese on the conveyor belt.
Oh, how it's made.
A worker questions his life choices.
Oh yeah, so I grew up really close to Canada, so a lot of the stuff I watched when I was a kid I didn't realize was Canadian. Like,
did you get much music?
We got Much Music. I listened to that, or that was on TV. But we got a lot of like Canadian TV shows, or radio too. But like Kids in the Hall was on TV and it wasn't censored. But they would play, like, the CBC would play a lot of BBC stuff. So like they would play like old Doctor Who, which I never watched. But yeah, there was just like a ton of like weird Canadian stuff that would pop on. I don't want to, but if I watch Face Off, I always fall asleep before the end. You know, it's gotten really redundant. I haven't watched it in a few seasons. Actually, a good friend of ours was on one of the earlier seasons. Yeah, we used to really like watching it.
It was good.
It was good for a while, and now it just seems really redundant. It seems like they're doing the same stuff over and over again. Let's see, Back to Sherwood. I don't know that. What's the kid show about the guy in the woods that was Canadian? Fred or Norm or something? I don't know.
I don't know, but I love the description of it.
Those sound like Canadian names. Fred or Norm or something. Oh, speaking of woods, have you guys seen Over the Garden Wall? I hope that you have. If you haven't, you should definitely watch it. One Cass FTW is now following. Thanks, Cass. Oh no! Twin Peaks had a spider walk across the legs. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, I guess you got a buddy for tonight.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe he just wanted to watch the stream too. He was so interested.
Jake says, set the bed on fire.
Yes, Britain Puppycat has seen Over the Garden Wall. Good,
It's so
good. It's one of the, like, I find it really interesting because there's definitely like a lot of like Miyazaki nods in there, but it feels like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong here, it feels like an American folk tale to me. Like, it feels distinctly American, like sort of old like New England colonial stuff happening in there. I think especially because I keep thinking about like the village that's full of the pumpkins. It just feels very colonial.
Yeah.
But I really love
really good
that
styling
whole show.
in that show.
And what's his name? Elijah Wood was one of the voices of the older kid. I can't remember his name. Do you remember their names?
Wait, of the two kids?
Yeah.
Do you remember one of them? Wirt?
Wirt is the younger one, I think. Greg. Yes?
Greg?
Wirt? Greg.
I remember the frogs.
Greg?
The frogs was...
Oh, okay. Back... Fred Penner. Fred Penner's Place. I remember Fred Penner's Place. I totally remember that. Okay, let's see. Back to Sherwood was a Canadian kids TV show about a descendant of Robin Hood. Huh.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. Pumpkin Village is my favorite part too. Yes. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's some awesome cosplay from that show. We always say burgle your turts.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
We're here to burgle your turts.
We're here to burgle your turts. Because he's stealing the turtles. What's the frog's name?
I can't remember. It's like a person's name.
Yeah, it's a kid's name. Britain Puppycat will tell us, I'm sure.
Yeah, she knows.
So bad at remembering things.
I feel like I'm gonna kick myself as soon as I hear it.
His name is
Jason Funderburger.
Jason Funderburger. So funny. It's a great name for a frog.
There's some really cute merchandise at Hot Topic.
Oh yeah, yeah. They did really good at merchandising that show. I think they could do so many more things. Jason Funderburger. It's kind of irritating that I can't get copies of some shows and audiobooks because of the tech they were recorded on or the country of origin. Yeah, that is a little. Although that seems to be a little like less nowadays. Like, there are certain things that are harder to get, but it seems like, I don't know. The world has really opened up from when I was a kid. Like, it's so hard. It was so hard to get stuff. I mean, you had to like. First of all, you wouldn't even know about it. First of all, if it came from someplace else, you just wouldn't know, because how would you know? The internet that didn't exist. Sometimes I wish I was still a teen so I could wear Hot Topic merch. Why do you have to be a teen?
Look, I'm a 37-year-old woman, and I am okay wearing stuff from Hot Topic. I have a Sailor Moon shirt that I wear all the time.
Sailor Moon. We're a Sailor Moon heavy household here.
Most of it's mine.
Yeah, most of it's yours from when you were in high school or college?
Yeah. Oh, you know, I might remember it if I saw it. I feel like there were all these kind of like semi-obscure things. I don't know. It's like American companies just didn't have enough cartoons, so they just purchased them from other countries and then dubbed them.
Yeah, half the cartoons that we were talking about on the last stream, we found out were like Japanese. Like the one with the koalas. What was that one?
Oh, Adventures of the Little Koala.
Yeah. And then after I saw it, after you showed it to me, I totally remembered it.
Oh, I want to see it, Brit and Puppy Cat.
What's that?
Her Ren Fair Sailor Pluto outfit.
Oh, that's right. You guys were talking about that.
Okay, now look, if you're going to the Ren Fair and you're dressed up like Sailor Pluto, you are okay wearing stuff from Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Like it's fine.
Have fun. If you can't have fun with life, if you're worried about what people will say. I mean, look, man, I'm a 41-year-old, very tired man. And I draw cute stuff all the time. They sell my stuff at Hot Topic. It's my job to make that stuff. So, have fun with life. Get out there. Go to Hot Topic. I want you to go to Hot Topic right now. And I want you to buy something and wear it proudly.
Wear the biz cash when you're at work. Other than that, no way.
Yeah, no way. Go to Hot Topic, buy something from Hot Topic, and then go back to Hot Topic wearing that thing to buy something else. Because they will appreciate it. Be like, I love that shirt. What we need to do is start on some Thimble Stuff Hollow merch, shirts and hats and hair bows. So that people can go to Hot Topic and buy them.
Hot Topic has a pretty strong hair bow game.
They do. My daughter owns almost all of them.
But see, you're an adult, so now you can afford all those toys. That's the way it works. When you're a kid, you have to ask for them, but now you can just buy them whenever you want.
Yeah, see? Everybody's supporting not being a real adult. Because that's boring. There was so many times where, like, I would meet my kids, like, friends' parents or like somebody at work, and they'd be like, I'm a young guy, I'm the same age as you, and I'm like, wait, you're the same age as me? And like, I was just like always taken aback by how old everybody seemed, which, you know, I'm finding more and more gray hairs on my head lately, so I'm not like, I have no illusions that I look young, but I definitely don't feel it.
Kesher says, eat ice cream for dinner. I'm an adult. Ice cream for dinner is one of the mottos that I incorporate into my work quite a lot.
Do you have one of your ribbons up here?
I don't know if I have one of my ribbons at all.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I do. I'll be right back.
Amanda made these really awesome ribbons. She's gonna go get one, and I'll put it on the camera so you guys can see it. So we collect secret society ribbons, like from the Oddfellows and the Freemasons and the Rebecca, and so Amanda really loves that aesthetic. So she.
You want me to bring one in?
Yeah, just bring the box and grab like the
Here.
coolest one we could
This
find.
is our current coolest one.
So, cool. So, and they're all very old, so I'm going to put this one on the screen. So this one is from, we don't know what year this one is from, but it's all like,
Probably the 20s or so.
stamped gold on silk. And it has this really beautiful, what is this called again?
Bullion.
This bullion and like all this hand appliqued stuff. And they're often two-sided. So this is a parade ribbon. And this one's probably from like early 1900s. And then the back is a funeral ribbon. So so we always display the backs. We have lots of these.
Because
We
they
have
all
like
match.
25 of them.
Because the fronts are all different colors, but all the funerary ribbons are all black, so they all go together.
So this is like a bona fide old one. This is an antique which we need to mount. So there's that, and then here's Amanda's that she had produced. So that has the little button with her dust bunny on there, but it says honorably founded by Amanda Louise Spade, ICFD, which is ice cream for dinner. And then she has this really awesome member Grand Order of the Ancient Fellows of the Mystical Guild of the Dust Bunnies, Lodge number 1980, which is the year you were born, in Trumbull County, Ohio. So isn't that cool? So this is like, you know, she had this made like at a place that makes like horse ribbons and stuff. So
Yeah, they were awesomely old school.
So there's that.
I should get more of them made.
You should get more of them made. Let's see. Here you go. Can you take this one too?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want that one to get ruined.
It won't be. I got it.
Bryn Puppycat said she always wondered what the ICFD meant.
There you go.
Yeah, so we collect.
Mysterious.
We collect a lot of those. Some of the time they pop up and they're really expensive, but I think the fun part is when we find ones that are like, these people have no idea what they have, and then we buy them. So we have a pretty large collection of them. Amanda collects prize ribbons from state fairs and state and county fairs that are only third place and above.
And by above, not above toward first.
Like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way up. What's the highest one you have? 17th?
16th.
It's hilarious.
But you know what? You still got a silk ribbon for 16th place. That's not bad.
Yeah, Jake, they do hold up pretty well if people take care of them. A lot of times people take really good care of them because they were wearing them in parades and stuff. So they would put them like in a trunk or something, and then they would only take them out for special occasions. And I think the way that they end up at antique stores is like somebody's grandfather dies, and you know, they were part of the Oddfellows, and they just don't know what to do with this stuff, and they take it up to the antique store. And then it ends up in our collection. So we don't have any Freemason stuff. Well, almost everything that we have is Oddfellows, because there's an abundance of it here. We did find, what was the log cutters? Is that wood cutters?
I still am a little bit regretful that we didn't
Well,
get that ribbon.
I bet you it's still there.
Yeah,
we saw this
probably.
really, really cool one. I think it was out in Norwalk, right?
Yeah, something like that.
One of the antique stores we go to around. We go to a lot of antique stores.
Because we're old ladies.
Oh, Ethan says he has some in storage.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. If you're not doing anything with it, we'll totally take it.
You need someone to take care of it.
See, how rare is it for someone to be proud of 16th place? They should be rare indeed.
The great thing, so I have all those ones, and they're from the Ohio State Fair, and I have actually like 1st through 3rd, and then it skips a bunch, and then I have like 6th through 9th, and then like 10th through 16th. And the funny thing is, like, the colors of the ribbons get like gradually more drab and ugly as you go up, and 16th is like brown.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's totally just a shade of brown. Yeah, there's like an olive green one.
Yeah, they just get less impressive as you go.
Yeah, like a a sort of yellow ochre. Most of the ballroom awards for placement were ribbons. I have many ribbons. I have some medals too. That's awesome.
Oh wow, ballroom. That's cool.
The only thing I have medals for is swimming, and my mom actually brought them because she had them at her house, and she brought me this big, huge, heavy box, and my son was there, and we just started opening up all these boxes, and I probably have 100 medals for swimming, because I was a pretty good swimmer back in the day. But yeah, my son was impressed because I never talk about it. But I stopped swimming after high school, so. Participant. It's so funny. Oh, that's awesome, Ethan. Yeah, we'll take whatever you don't want. No, I will not be racing a shark. Not with my shoulder the way it is. I can't use it anymore. Kesha won 3rd place for a dog in a dog contest. I like that it was just like a dog contest.
Right.
What did...
I have like a 9th place.
I like that it's just a dog contest. You win for being a dog. Guys, we are getting super close to this being done. I think I'm just noodling at this point because I like hanging out with you guys. But I'm going to have to sleep at some point. Let's see. A mutt. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. I might noodle it a little more after the feed. Dogs dressed like hot dogs. That's always funny. You guys, this has been a great 10th live stream, even though it's been a little low energy.
Yeah, sorry. We're so
really
tired.
sorry. 10th live stream. But I appreciate you guys being here for number 10. And yeah, again, sorry, I'm so tired. Won't be next time. No live stream on Thursday because we will be in San Diego. Keep looking at Instagram for updates. Thank you, Joe Seal. I appreciate that. Oh, Britain Puppycat is throwing confetti. Yay! Awesome. I had considered throwing confetti, but like just imagine it. Imagine it.
Poof.
Thank you, Ethan. Yeah, it was so hard, but we powered through. We made it through. Yes, thank you for the congrats on 10 live streams. Yeah, we made it. I think we'll keep going. If I'm not back a week from today, I'll be back definitely a week from Thursday. Again, it's always fun hanging out with you guys. And thank you. I think D'Artagnan is the big winner this time for filling up that cup so much. And look, he's doing it again. Oh, look at here comes a big one. 100. Whoa! Yeah, that one overflowed. So D'Artagnan, thank you.
What day are we coming back?
We are coming back a week from today.
Oh, so we may or may not stream.
So we might not stream next Monday, but after that. So thank you, Kesho, for posting on the Facebook group and letting everybody know. I'll try to pop in there. If everybody doesn't know already, there's a Facebook group over on Facebook. If you just look up Chris Ryniak's Critter Crew, you will. I think it's hashtag Critter Crew. You will find it over there. Thank you, Jake. We should have fun at Comic-Con. We're actually going to take some time to walk around and check stuff out. And there's always fun stuff happening outside of Comic-Con. Like we're gonna Leica's doing something down there already. So yeah, we're stoked. But I'm sorry you'll miss the stream, but thank you so much. Thanks, Critter Crew, for hanging out always and being super determined to be here and supportive. And look for this guy on Instagram tomorrow morning. And I will see you guys.
I'm gonna post the group just for.
Amanda's gonna post the thing in the chat in the dooflachi, or as the Blog Brothers call it, the doobly doo. And I'll be in the chat for another minute here. So bye, guys. And have a good night, everybody, and a good week. So see you on Instagram.